Welcome to a Star Wars Shatterpoint unboxing of the core set. We're going to open this bad boy up and take a look and see what we can see. Go ahead, Lindsay. Get into that cellophane. Maybe not.
It's harder than it looks.
It's made of Kevlar.
I usually have my hobby knife to like get it started.
You need a blowtorch?
I have a hole started, but now it won't.
Do it.
We can edit this out anyways.
Do it.
Holy cow. That's like after the industrial grade cellophane.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
That's a nice box. Shiny. Got the nice artwork to it. I like that. Looks like on top, and Ahsoka is like embossed or something, or it's embossed on the very top, with the little part on the top. Like I see, it looks like those characters are kind of embossed, or at least raised a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. It's pretty neat. All right, what do we got?
Art backdrops, very nice.
Cool. Oh, that's neat. Oh, cool. Might want to come this way with it just a hair and down. There you go. A little bit of reflection on there, but that's neat. That looks like Tatooine. And of course, the necessary chits. Lots of that. Rule book. I'll take a look at that later. Very layered experience. Comes with a lot of terrain. Ooh, look at all that. My goodness.
It's like the never-ending box.
And that looks like the miniatures themselves. And more terrain. Nice. More stuff. Good night, that's a lot of terrain.
And of course the secret stash always at the bottom.
Oh, what do we got in here? Okay, oh, cards. Yep.
They remind me a lot of the cards from Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Yeah.
Smaller cards and then the big character cards.
Imagine so. The company is keeping with a good theme, I guess. Hope the miniatures go to better. Get her to a little bit better. And a measuring stick of sorts. Nice. What all comes in this thing, miniature-wise?
So, I'm going to go ahead and flip the box over for you. So these are all the miniatures that come with the core set.
Okay, well, I have to say the first thing I'm going to notice here is, not that I don't love Legion, I do, but I think the miniatures in Shatterpoint are a little nicer.
And I think a lot of it has to do just with trial and error with the different types of materials.
Well, the poses are on point, and it looks like they've resolved the lightsaber problem. That if you've painted Legion miniatures with lightsabers, you know what that is. You can get kind of like the banana saber that kind of is a little curvy. Those look really good. I think thinner was the way to go, though. Those look a bit fiddly, and they might break pretty easy.
However, I did talk to somebody about assembling these, and they said that they weren't too bad.
Weren't bad together. Good. It looks like primary characters are main focus of the game, and like secondary stuff, like the droids there, look like they come on bases of 3s. So there's some sort of like squad thing going on. This is a skirmish game. It's not a full army game, so it might be a lot more entertaining as far as not having to get quite as much stuff. Looking at these things up close, they look really good. I mean, they're really nice. Man, truly beautiful. Gonna have to take our time painting these.
I love the introduction at the beginning.
Oof.
It is a troubled time for the galaxy. The forces of dark and light battle against each other in constant conflict. In this strife arise moments of great importance known as Shatterpoints, where the actions of a few can change the fate of the entire galaxy. These key battles do not take place between great armies, but between small teams of the galaxy's greatest heroes and villains. It is here, amid the clash of lightsabers and blasts of laser fire, that you will take command. Gather your squads, prepare for battle, and remember that the greatest generals are those who can adapt and seize the moment where not only victory, but the choice that will determine a character's fate presents itself on the battlefield.
So it looks like you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 individual models, and then 2 droid bases, maybe. Man, I'm actually super impressed with the poses. I am super impressed with the sculpts. I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful game. Great miniatures to paint too.
I'm very impressed with the terrain itself because as I turn open the rulebook, the content list, you have 16 miniatures. Well, in comparison, you have 23 terrain pieces.
Wow.
So they're focused more on like the scenery with the smaller type skirmish.
Not to
characteristics.
not to show my age, but that might be. Well, it reminds me of Mordheim, the way old Mordheim Warhammer game. That was before your time. Lots and lots and lots and lots of terrain. Necromunda's really terrain heavy too. So this might be Star Wars' answer to the terrain heavy experience. So maybe there's also some custom terrain that we can build, just build out on our own to do different things. I imagine a battle on Tatooine would be fun, and different settings. And I wonder if this is objective based, or if it's just meet and kill, or if it's objective based.
So based off of the conversations I've had with other fellow miniature players, Legion is a lot more just battle based. You go in and take out as many people as you can and try to keep as many points alive as possible. Mm-hmm. Whereas Shatterpoint, this game, it's more just objective based.
So like take this thing and keep it for the duration of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I bet this game plays faster.
Yeah.
I bet it does. That sounds good to me. I will honestly be frank. I am partial to skirmish games. I prefer skirmish games over large tilt battle games because I don't always have 3 hours to play a game, and so I always preferred like Blood Bowl and Mordheim and Kill Team and Warcry, things like that. And this seems to be the Star Wars universe for that. That's very exciting. I'm looking forward to putting this stuff together and slapping some paint on it and playing it.
Kind of just quickly breezing through the rulebook here, just kind of seeing what they have in here, and it looks like there's a lot of different words like terminology like advance, climb, dash, jump. But man, there's a lot of terrain.
Yeah, I think that's good. Line of sight will probably be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll probably be something that's important. And what it is in most of these skirmish games.
I benefit from this quite a bit, though, because I play Legion quite a lot as
Mm-hmm.
well. And I can use the terrain for both.
You can. Though I do think Shatterpoint seems to be a little bit larger, but the terrain should work. I think the miniatures seem a little bit bigger. Does it seem that way to you?
They appear like taller, but like lankier.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Mm.
So it appears that the instructions for building the miniatures themselves, I imagine that they are online.
Yep. I have a feeling you got to scan a PDF, which is okay. That seems to be the way things are going now. So That's interesting. The cards themselves, I noticed there are big cards and small cards, so I'm sure there's something to do with that.
So it appears that the character cards are more of the bigger cards, so that way you can fit an image of the character as well as all of their like abilities. That way you don't have to like.
Again, it looks like this game has taken all the good things from a bunch of different games and put them together and put its own twist on it. Because I think 40K does bigger cards now for unit cards. We can bring one of those closer. Why don't you pick up Ahsoka and bring it like closer to the camera so people can take a look. Yeah, that's nice. Gives you a good color picture and some information. And then I imagine like a painting suggestion.
I have found a pattern already with the characters themselves. So you have like the Republic is like a blue frame, or you get into like Lord Maul, for instance. He has more of the red frame with all of his minions. Gar Saxon, Mandalorian Super Commandos, Asajj Ventress, Kalani Super Tactical Droid.
I wanted you to take a look at Asajj Ventress's, the way they painted his dress. You want to put that to the camera there. I'm really interested in that because it's got kind of that blue over the purple. That's a really interesting highlight. It's not something I've seen very often, and so it looks like something that'd be fun to try.
Yeah. It definitely looks like it almost, if you look close enough, which it might be kind of hard to see on the camera, it almost has like a crystal-like highlight pattern, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's like so slight.
Whoever their box art people are, they did a great job. So they really did. I remember what really sold me on this is I saw some people playing with the Ewoks, and the Ewok bases have like jungles and ferns and all over them and stuff. It's really neat.
I do think that somebody got some of that stuff like elsewhere, but I think it comes with a few,
some of it? Okay.
with a few of the pieces.
Yeah, cool.
So
Card
there's, I imagine that it's like the objective itself. So like you have the cards with like the little orange pip like things where like you like the placement of certain objectives.
Sure.
But then you have like, it appears, which, you know, since we've yet to play it, we don't know the exact meaning of some of these cards, but like some of them look like distance and more objectives, and which there's a few cards here that it looks like there's some art cards, which I find interesting, which I'm sure they have some sort of purpose.
I wonder if they make card protectors that size.
I think they do.
Okay. Because, game centric, they make a lot of card sizes. That's really, really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Oh, yeah. Super sharp. Roger.
That one's really neat as well.
Oh, yeah. They've really pulled out all the stops.
They sure did.
Yeah, it looks like a nice box set. For your cost here, it's a good value.
Yeah, it just appears like a lot more art cards and things like that, as well as like the objective.
All right. Well, what do you think, Lindsay?
So far I'm impressed. I am curious to see how the miniatures go together. I'm very, very curious about that.
Me too. I want to see how that all works and how paintable they're going to be. How nice that will be. The sculpts nowadays, it's come a long way since a guy standing there holding a gun made of metal that has no dynamic pose at all. Back when I started you have any kind of pose you can imagine now. Well, this is Tom and
Lindsay.
signing off. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our unboxing of Shatterpoint. See you next time.
Bye.
Be kind to each other.